Hello there, and welcome to another Starfield ship review video. In today's video, we've got a pretty unique looking ship. This is the Nimitz 3. The 3 just denotes that it has higher base stats than the Nimitz 1. So for instance, the Nimitz 3 here has a reactor of 39, whereas the Nimitz 1 probably has a reactor of like maybe 34, 32. Aside from that, aesthetically, all Nimitzes will be the exact same. So it seems to be a Nova Galactic vessel. So I'm not 100% sure, as it was been a while, but there's another ship that looks kind of similar to this called the Zumwalt. So I'm assuming they're kind of one is based on the other. But anyway, let's look at the stats. So we've got a fuel of 1010, which is kind of crazy. I don't know why you would need that much fuel, considering it's like quite a small ship. It's got a hull of 1314, which is insane hull. This thing is clearly meant for combat. Cargo capacity of 1020, which is pretty decent for like a combat vessel. You can kind of carry your extra like minerals you've gotten off the dead pirates' ships. So reactor-wise, like I was saying, 39 reactor, which is astronomical. The highest reactor in the game is 40, so this is 1 off 40, which is insane. Now, obviously, if you find a Nimitz 1, it's not going to have this reactor, but you can obviously upgrade to this reactor. It's got a crew of 6, which is interesting, considering like it's not a lot to this ship. It's got a jump range of 22, which is kind of on the lower end. Like, the max jump range is 30. So with 22, I don't know why you need that much fuel, considering you can't jump extremely far. Don't get me wrong, you can jump far, but just not extremely far. It's got shields of 1428, which is really good. The max shields in the game is 1600, so we're only like 170-ish off of max shields. And then it's got 2 sets of weapons. It's got a single laser turret there, and then 2 turreted... Oh no, it's got 2 turreted laser weapons, apologies. And then 2 turreted ballistic weapons. So the price here for me is 256,518. Now your price will vary based on the level of the tier of it and your perks. You can probably pick up a base Nimitz 1 for like maybe like 160,000. But anyway, let's purchase it and have a look. So as you can see here, a very long ship, very narrow. It's primarily Nova Galactic. I want to say it's all Nova Galactic, but it looks like it's got like modifications that like make me think that it wasn't initially built by Nova Galactic, like some like third-party manufacturer kind of just found this ship and was like, yeah, let's strap some guns on and some extra fuel. It's cool design, very sleek, although kind of awkward looking. So we've got the bridge, and then we've got a turret that's very low. It's gonna be you gotta watch your head when you're exiting the ship. We got a Nova Galactic entryway. Really like these entryways. Very cool. Gonna get the first aid kit for a good look. So let's board this bad boy. So immediately we're greeted by a 1x1 storage room. And then here beside it we have a crew compartment, crew control room. 2x1. We've got a nice window view here, and no windows up there. I'll check the bridge in a second. We've got the docking port above us here, so straight away you can just dock immediately. And then behind this door we have another 1x1, which goes down a ladder. In this ladder we have I think it's a 2x1 all-in-one berth. Interesting design choice. If you're going to be running this ship like as your main ship, I probably would swap this out for like either a captain's quarters if you care about aesthetic. What is it? Or potentially, excuse me, Sarah, or potentially a workshop. Yeah, not a lot to this ship. It's kind of expected. So it's got very cool Nova Galactic. I like this bridge. I haven't seen this bridge much. So you've got like the pilot seat here, and then way back here you've got a crew compartment for your co-pilot, which Andrea is taking, and then Barrett is the navigator. Very cool. You've also got these little displays here. You've got some storage there and some more storage there. Very cool design. It's kind of the front look makes me think of the Pelican from Halo. Let's take her up into space and see how she performs. As you can see, very wide. Like, those radiators obviously serve no function in game. They're purely aesthetic, but I'm assuming in real life, in-game lore-wise, they would dissipate the heat build up inside the ship. Basically make your ship cooler. So potentially this ship would run quite cool, which in this game doesn't really matter. But in games like Elite Dangerous and more realistic kind of sci-fi games, colder your ship runs, the less likely to be picked up on sensors. So we got a lot of landing gear, and then we've got that primary big booster, and then those like secondary rockets off to the side. It's got a lot of lift potential with those, like, what was it, 8 landing gear, or was it 6? Let's double check. What was it? Yeah, no, there was 6 landing gear, which is insane. Anyway, so pip-wise, we have more than enough power. We can even put some into the gravity. So you've got an extra, what is that? Got an extra 4 power that you, if you wanted to, you could put a missile battery on this bad boy. So, like I said in many of my other videos, I have a perk here that gives me 5 extra power. So for the sake of fairness, I'm not going to put that pips into anything. So weapon-wise, both are turreted, which means that you're basically going to fly and the ship's going to do the work. Let's do a speed test. So we get a base speed of 130. Why is this slow? Okay, I see how this is going to be. And then a boost speed of... Okay, so the boost speed is not too bad, 450. Let's do a quick... So, a pitch is quite fast. Not the fastest. I'd probably say 6 or 7. The yaw is... yeah, I'd say yaw is a 6, and then roll's pretty decent. So one thing I didn't know is the turreted weapons, like, this is quite obviously it's a slow ship, but it's still an agile ship. The turrets are probably overkill. I'd probably, like, unless you like turrets, because I like turrets personally, but I find that if you're more of a skilled pilot and you're not lazy like me and you can actually shoot while flying, I'd probably swap them out for some non-turreted weapons. But anyway, I'm going to really quickly go down to the surface and do a teardown, show you what's inside of it. Alright, so here we are again at the vendor. Do a quick breakdown of what this thing is made of. Like I said, I purchased this at the vendor in New Atlantis. If you come here and he's not here, you can fast travel to Mercury, wait a day in your ship, and then come back. I've also seen this ship. It's quite common. I've seen it in some of the other generic vendors. But yeah, let's get down to the teardown. So at the front here, we have a Magellan C2X cockpit, Nova Galactic. We got a crew station at 2. And then behind that, we have a Nova Galactic control station there, 2x1. Nova Galactic companionway, Nova Galactic storeroom, Nova Galactic all-in-one berth, 2x1B, the docking tube, and then the landing base. So this is all Nova Galactic. So we've got the NG6 landing bay, like I said, the Magellan C2X cockpit, Nova Galactic control station 2x1, companionway 1x1, storeroom 1x1, all-in-one berth 2x1B, and NG docker top. So if I was going to make this your daily driver and you want to swap it up, I'd probably change this all-in-one berth for a workshop potentially. So weapon-wise, we have 2 of these Blaze P 2GW SX pulse laser turrets from Lightsight. Got C-class with a range of 1250. It's got a fire rate of 4, shield damage of 25, and max power of 4. So pretty expensive power weapons wise. And then we've got 2 of these Marauder 115N railgun turrets, C-class, 800 range. Like I said in previous videos, I feel like railguns should have a far higher range in this game. 1.5 fire rate, hull damage of 81, and max power of 4. And then that is all we have weapon wise. So we've got a few of these. We've got 3 sets of these Nova Galactic NG-15 landing gears here. So we got a lot of lifting potential. And then we have, next on the here, we have a 500T hydrogen tank from Ballistic Solutions. Gives you 210 grav jump fuel. We have this Assurance SG-3000 shield generator from Sexton Shield Systems. 1200 shields. It's pretty decent. Not the best, though, for a C-class, but it's pretty decent. We have this Nova Galactic grav drive here, Class C, jump thrust of 27, which, given like the fact that this ship can only jump 22, I'd probably swap that out for a more powerful one. We've got a Fuser DC-403 deep core reactor, 38 power, which is 2 off of max. This is a perfect little reactor here. We've got more fuel tanks here, which I feel like are unnecessary. You could definitely pull these off to cut down on the fuel. Like, you can either have one or the other. Yeah, and then engine-wise, we have this primary Supernova 220 engine from Relodyne. It's got max power 3, engine thrust of almost 26k, and maneuvering thrust of 7.6k. And then these smaller Relodyne White Dwarf 1010 engines, A-class, max power 3, almost 8k engine thrust, and 2.5k maneuvering. So they give us a decent amount of mobility. I think that is everything. Oh, we've another, sorry, this is the cargo hauler. We've got a 20T hauler cargo from Sexton Shield Systems. Apparently they make shield systems, make shields and cargo. Yeah, that is the ship. Hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me know what you think of the ship. Is this a ship you plan on running? What modifications would you make to it? I know what I'd make to it. And yeah, check out some of my other reviews. Thanks for watching, guys.